Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to be doing I don't know what number this is, something on transformations. So at this point we have covered all the different types of transformations that we can get: horizontal, vertical, reflection. Stretching and shrinking, we kind of covered it, but not in detail. So I'm going to leave that for year 11. And what we're going to look at now is describing and sketching in a bit more detail. So they'll kind of be done together. So you know this from the last video. Inside the bracket affects the x values in the opposite way, and outside the brackets the y values. If there's a negative sign outside of f of x, then the y values are reflected on the x-axis. And if there's a negative sign in the brackets, then it's a reflection on the y-axis. Now, if you're given a graph, f of x equals 2 to the power x, and so here's the graph actually plotted for you, and you're then asked to sketch negative f of x, that means it's a reflection on the x-axis. There's the x-axis, which means a good method to just do this is in your head, or maybe with a pencil, you can just kind of draw a line down there. So you think that point will go down there. So that's going to be down there. If you can see, that's roughly 1 square away from the x-axis. This is 2 squares. There's another 2 squares. It's difficult to show you this on a video, but you can see I'm basically counting the squares and the distance between those squares and the other side. So you can see, and then we're going to count, then I can see that's at 9, so I'm going to go to -9 here, and then I can just sketch, and it is just a sketch, so you don't need to plot everything, but you can see a general shape there. If you're asked to sketch f of negative x, well then our y-axis is the mirror line, so there's actually going to be 2 things happening. You can, just for the sake of the example, I'm actually going to draw this line here. You don't actually need to draw that line. So everything on the right hand side, which is this bit here, is reflected there onto that side, and everything on the left hand side, which is that bit there, is reflected onto that side. So I'll just do it a bit neater now so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm looking at this and I'm going to reflect it like that. And then I'm looking at this bit here and I'm going to reflect it like that. So my reflection is there. I've gone over it a few times and it's quite messy, but you'd have to do it smoothly on an exam paper. But you get the idea. Okay, so here's another example here. Sketch negative f of x. So your f of x is given to you in that one there. So we're going to reflect it on the x-axis. That means everything above the graph is going to be reflected below. We can see that is also above, so that's going to be reflected below. So it's going to go like that. And then this bit is below the graph, so it's going to be reflected above. So if I just draw this nice and neat, it's going to look like this. That's your reflection. And then this one here, again, we're going to do negative f of negative x. So we're going to reflect it on the y-axis. So I can see this bit here is going to reflect like that if there was a mirror there. And then this bit here is going to reflect like that. Now again, just tidying it up so you can see it should be something like this. And then it goes up, and this your reflection. Right, here's a function given to you. So it's some kind of cubic function, potentially, you can see that. What you're going to do now is pause the video and have a go at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions. And you're going to specifically say, what's the transformation, and what happens to coordinate A and coordinate B. I'll do part 1 with you. So part 1 is +2. So that means we're moving 2 units up that also means we're adding 2 to each of the y coordinates. So that would be 0, 2, and 1, 6, because we're adding 2 to the y coordinates. The x coordinates stay the same. Try to do the rest of the exercise. Most of this topic is going to be video based, so you need to make sure you can do this. Okay, so pause the video, and I'm going to show you the answers now. I'm not going to go through them because it's just going to take too long, and you can go through them at your own pace. So here are the answers. So you can have a look at those. I'll put this on the worksheet as well, just so you can read it a bit better. And I am not going to do these because I'm just really tired now. So I'm going to give you a table to do. This is on the worksheet, and you need to fill out the coordinates and how they change. So, for example, question E, you can see we're working out f of 2x. Well, x is being multiplied by 2, but we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to divide x by 2. So this coordinate 4, 3, I'm going to divide the x value by 2 to get 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then the y value stays as 3. So I can see that has to be 2, 3. Have a go at the rest of this, and then I will put some extra revision notes for you guys if these videos are not enough to get you caught up with the topic. So now I want you to complete this mini table.